Recognize the Honourable Senator.
Morning, Madam President. Morning, colleagues, members of the opposition, viewing and present audience. I rise with the intention of giving a very brief statement, by the true definition of brief, and I will give an overview of some of the work that has been happening within my ministry. I will zero in and focus on the Ministry of Health, because as we are all aware, it is an expansive ministry of health, gender affairs, and social empowerment. And I'll take the opportunity to wish my colleague a very happy birthday, and I'm certain that he will appreciate me keeping the statement very brief indeed. So in the Ministry of Health, we continue to place great emphasis on preventative care, early detection, as well as enhancing the training and skills of our current staff. So in the areas of training, there has been a number of training activities that has taken place over the past few months. Those include surgical site infection, emergency responders course, training in cardiology emergency, hemorrhage control, acute psychiatric presentation, STIs, and much more. On the preventative front, the team at the HPU continues to lead the charge within the schools as well as within the general public. This year we would have hosted a Republic Bank-sponsored inter-high health quiz competition, and that was an excellent initiative in order to engage the young secondary school students so that they are aware of issues in health, preventative measures, and how to go about being messengers within their families as well as their communities. In that event, GSS Gingerland Secondary would have emerged victorious, so congratulations to them and the other participating schools. Through its public health campaigns, the SKN Moves continue to implement quite a number of activities throughout the year to encourage the population to be more active and engaged in that healthy lifestyle. As such, we would have had the Fun Run in the Sun. This would have been held in March in honor of Obesity Day. And during that race, you would have had the relay through Charlestown that got everyone out of their offices excited to see the swift race coming through Charlestown. In that event, the Defense Force would have edged out the police. And so that's always a tight competition between those two groups. And I'm happy to say the Ministry of Health team, which I was a part of, came third. So we're healthy as well. And we also had the Half Island Relay throughout the year. That one would have also been won by the Defense Force team. And the bike relay would have taken place in Charlestown as well earlier this year. There is a major push as well towards encouraging general screening. Just yesterday, I was looking at a video that the honorable member from number 2 would have sent to me actually, and it was a doctor speaking about how seemingly healthy individuals within our communities often think, because they eat well, they look healthy, they're active, that everything is okay, but sometimes they are actually walking, ticking time bombs because they're not actively screening and getting their health checks. So HPU has made a point of organizing a number of screening and health fairs, both as a unit and in collaboration with a number of businesses. So they would have collaborated with TDC to host the TDC Health Fair, as well as Four Seasons. I think the Ministry of Finance would have also had one, and we have the Continuous Shaw's project screening. So the next time you see a screening happening, please go out, get your blood pressure checked, your blood glucose checked, and just know your numbers. I actually got a nice motherly yelling at from one of the nurses because my blood pressure was too low, and she was like, "Did you eat?" And I'd missed a meal, and so she was happy to politely scold me into not missing meals. So please get checked and you'll be able to know what is going on in your body. At the Alexandra Hospital, as we would have mentioned in the budget debate, and it would have been quite well known in the media, there was a CT scan machine added to the facility at the Alexandra Hospital, and that was thanks to a donation from the Drahi Foundation. It has since been commissioned and it is up and active, and that is one of our key preventative tools and diagnostic tools as well available in the hospital. Since then, we've added to that department, and we would have acquired and commissioned the mammogram machine, and that represented an NIA investment of $229,585. As a cabinet, we would have met to discuss the pricing that would be associated with this invaluable service. Of course, it's always our goal to keep the costs low, while understanding that you also have to have some fees attached in order to be able to maintain services and pay for new services that we hope to add in the future. So upon discussions and research, we would have found out that the associated costs on St. Kitts, where Nevisians generally had to travel, that would have been $300 at private institutions, plus any costs of water taxi, ferries, transportation, lunch, etc. So as a cabinet, we met and we decided that $200 would have put this costing within a range that most people should be able to access. It's not something you need to do every month or necessarily even annually. It's recommended twice annually, depending on every other year, depending on your age, or sometimes every 3 years if you're on the younger end. So we figured that the general public should be able to afford $300 after much intense discussion. But we didn't stop there. We wanted to ensure that every single person at some point or the other would have access to be able to test regardless of socioeconomic status. And so we would have discussed as a group and determined that for the rest of 2023, that is until December 31st, 2023, we're making the service free of cost to all individuals on Nevis needing to access that service once you're referred by a doctor. So I'm encouraging everyone, most importantly, women over 40, it's highly recommended at that point, women over 40 and up, speak to your doctor and get a referral to get your mammogram check done. It is free of cost up until December 31st. Capitalize. Earlier this year, our men would have came out in the numbers, encouraged by women, I'm sure, to do their prostate checks. I think it was somewhere around 700. So we want our women to come out in similar numbers, and we want our men to encourage their women. Oftentimes, women spend so much time taking care of their families and husbands that they neglect themselves. So please prioritize your health and access this very important service. To date, 55 women has benefited from this service at the hospital thus far, and I am hopeful that the next time I give a report on that, it will be in the triple digits for you. In terms of the dental unit, we would have received a donation, financial donation from the Taiwanese embassy, which would have contributed to the purchasing of 3 new dental chairs. One has been already installed at the Gingerland dental unit, so that is an excellent addition to our dental space. And the other 2 will be installed in short order at the new location for the Charlestown dental unit. While we're on that, we know that there are some spatial issues at the dental unit and Charlestown Clinic, so we are working to move that unit to the wards building, where it will be housed until a new facility can be built. So right now, during this quarter, they are currently working on the space to make it conducive to medical institution. You know, you have technical things that have to go certain spaces. So within this quarter, they are working to get that equipped and ready, and the 2 new dental chairs will be installed at that location. And by next quarter, I anticipate that the general public will be able to access those. And that will be my very brief update for today. May it please you, Madam President.
Thank you.